How's it going, Hotstreak users? I'm Sportsbydustin, and today I'm going to be going over the MLB Hotstreak slate for Sunday, July 31st. But before we get into the video, if you're not on Hotstreak already, go ahead, link in the description, download the app, use the code in the bottom of the screen to get $10 bonus plus 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Also, if you guys haven't tried the in-play props on Hotstreak, where you can predict next at-bats, you think Aaron Judge is going to come up and hit a single, boom, you select that he's going to hit a single, and then next, let's say Luke Voigt's coming up, and you think he's going to hit a home run. You select he's going to get a home run. You get both of those right, big payouts. So don't forget to be taking advantage of those. It's so much fun to do when you're watching games. But let's go ahead and get into my favorite plays for Sunday, July 31st on the slate. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to sort it by C-all. My first two plays actually are going to be strikeout props. The man, the myth, the legend, Shane McClanahan, who has been a stud this year. So Shane McClanahan has gone over 6.5 strikeouts in 17 of 19 games this season, which is absolutely absurd. Now, yeah, he's going up against Cleveland, and everybody thinks Cleveland doesn't really strike out all that much. They strike out to lefties a decent amount, middle of the pack, 22.8%. And when you got a lefty that's striking out 1.31 batters per inning, that's been going into 6-7 innings. So if he strikes out just one batter and he goes 7 innings, one batter an inning, he goes 7 innings, we go over there. But I believe he's going to strike out at least 2 batters. The only thing that slightly worries me is he got pulled kind of early in his last 2 starts at 85 and 81 pitches. So just something to be wary about. And then the last person to go over 6.5 strikeouts was Dylan Cease, who is another insane strikeout pitcher. So if there's anybody that can do it, it's Dylan Cease, and it's Shane McClanahan. His 2 misses, he had 5 and 6 strikeouts. So I think it kind of speaks for itself. His last 5, he's had 10, 10, 8. The 1 miss, which was 6 and 7. And this is just about any type of team you can imagine, from a good striking out team to a bad striking out team. Okay. And then, so our next play is going to be another strikeouts prop as well. I'm pretty sure I took these guys on the same day before as well, because they pitch on the same day a lot. But Aaron Nola against the strikeout-prone Pittsburgh Pirates. So Aaron Nola has hit this number in 13 of 20 games, 65% on the season. He's going up against Pittsburgh, who Ks the second most to right-handed pitchers at 25%. And in the last 30 days, they've been K'ing at 26%. Aaron Nola strikes out at least a batter an inning. And if we look in the last 5 games, they've given up, or they struck out 8 times, 8 times, 7 times, 3 times, and 10 times. Adrian Sampson, not a very big strikeout pitcher, but neither are some of these guys. Like Zach Wheeler's, a good strikeout pitcher. Sandy's pretty good, but like Bailey Falter and Keegan Thompson, if they can strike out this Pittsburgh lineup, more than 6.5 times, Aaron Nola should definitely be able to do that. And then we have Aaron Nola. So in his limited sample size against some of these batters, in 7 at-bats against Ben Gamel, he has 4 Ks. Van Meter, 6 plate appearances, 2 Ks, 6 and 3. So he's got a good ratio just on some of the guys that he's faced in general. So I like him to go over here against the Pittsburgh Pirates, who we want to target anybody that's pitching against the Pirates nowadays, basically. Okay, so then my next play is going to be a hits prop with a dude that has been absolutely on fire. I don't know how we're getting him at 0.5 hits, but we're not going to argue it. Paul Goldschmidt over 0.5 hits, so that means we need Paul Goldschmidt just to get 1 hit on the day. And to look into it, he's hit this number 77% of the time this season, which is absurd. 73 out of 95 games. In the last 10, he's hit 9 out of 10 games. And you think that, against right-handed pitchers, he doesn't hit as well against right-handed pitchers as he does lefties. He's still hitting 304. He's been mashing lefties at 463, just a note, which is wild. But even then, he's still mashing righties at 304 batting average, which is crazy to me. Josiah Gray is a pretty solid pitcher. Pitches to right-handed batters. He's only given up a 2.15 batting average. But he's pitching against guys that aren't Paul Goldschmidt. And Paul Goldschmidt has gone over in both games against Washington this year. He has not faced Josiah Gray, so we don't have any data on that, but I don't think it really matters. I mean, he's been hitting well against everybody and anybody, righty, lefty, it doesn't matter. So just to recap, my favorite plays: Shane McClanahan over 6.5 strikeouts, Aaron Nola over 6.5 strikeouts, Paul Goldschmidt to get a hit, so over 0.5 hits. That's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead and give it a like and have fun playing on Hotstreak.